All right, today we're going to talk about a tool that honestly is a total game changer for nonprofits. It's called a logic model. And I know the name sounds a little academic, but trust me, this simple framework can completely transform how you think, talk about, and actually achieve your mission. So let's dive in. Okay, picture this. You're at an event, you've got your drink, and someone asks you, "So, what does your organization really do?" You've got like 30 seconds to blow them away. Can you do it? It's tougher than it sounds, right? It's a huge pain point for so many people. You know you're doing amazing things, but trying to connect all those dots on the spot? Yeah, it's a real challenge. And that's exactly where the logic model comes to the rescue. It's the ultimate answer to that 30-second elevator pitch problem. I mean, it gets your whole team singing from the same song sheet. It helps you explain your work to a funder in a way that just clicks. And it shines a big, bright spotlight on where you might not be measuring what matters. This thing isn't just a piece of paper. It's a strategic map for your mission. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about why strategy can feel so muddy sometimes. Then we'll break down the beautifully simple 5-box logic model. After that, I'll give you a step-by-step guide to run your own workshop. We'll look at the common mistakes to sidestep, and finally, turn this model into a strategy you can actually use. Okay, first up, let's tackle that feeling of strategic confusion. You know, when your plan feels like a tangled mess of ideas? You are definitely not alone. The solution isn't some 100-page binder that collects dust. No, it's a tool that forces you to be simple and clear and gets everyone pulling in the same direction. So, what is a logic model really? Forget all the jargon. At its heart, it's just a simple visual diagram. It's your entire strategy, your whole theory of change, on one single page. It boils everything down to this. If we do this, then we expect that to happen. Seriously, it's that straightforward. And I absolutely love this analogy. You don't have to be a PhD in evaluation to use a logic model. You're the driver of the car. You just need to know your destination, your mission, and have a good idea of the main roads you need to take to get there. This is all about being practical, not academic. All right, let's get into the nuts and bolts of the model itself. We're about to break down your entire story, all the amazing work you do, into 5 simple connected pieces. And here they are: inputs, activities, outputs, outcomes, and impact. Now, this isn't just some random list. Think of it like a chain of dominoes. One thing logically leads to the next, which leads to the next. The connections between these boxes tell the story of your organization. First up, inputs. This is the easy one. It's all the stuff you have, the resources you put in. We're talking about your amazing staff, your funding, your dedicated volunteers, even your office space. And try to be specific here. Instead of saying funding, say a $500,000 annual budget. Next, activities. So you've got all your resources. What do you actually do with them? Well, that's this box. These are your core programs, your services, the classes you teach, the meals you serve, the workshops you run. This is the day in, day out work. And all those activities lead directly to your outputs. This part is all about the numbers, the things you can literally count. We served 150 kids this year. We held 50 workshops. These are the direct, quantifiable results of all your hard work. But here's the crucial pivot: outcomes. Honestly, this might be the most important box of all. It's not about how many people you reached, it's about what changed for them. Did their skills get better? Did their confidence grow? This is the so what of your work. And you know what? This is the box that funders really, really care about. And finally, all those amazing outcomes add up to your long-term impact. This is the big picture, lasting change you're aiming for. Think 5, 10 years down the line. This is your North Star, your vision for a better community. Okay, so you get the 5 boxes, but a model on paper doesn't really do anything, does it? We need to make this real. And believe it or not, you can get a solid first draft of this done with your team in a single, focused 2-hour workshop. Here's the blueprint. Do a little prep beforehand, then in the meeting, kick it off with a quick intro. And then just brainstorm each box, one by one. The key is no editing, no judging. Just get every single idea on a sticky note. The real magic happens in that last 15 minutes, when you step back, look at the whole thing, and see if your story makes sense. Now, I want to help you get this right the first time. So let's talk about the 5 most common tripwires people hit when they're building a logic model. If you can avoid these, you're going to save yourself a ton of headaches. So the number one mistake, hands down, is mixing up outputs and outcomes. If you remember anything, remember this. Outputs are about how many. It's your raw numbers.
outcomes are about what changed. It's the real difference you made. Serving 200 people is your output, those people increasing their skills by 30%, that's the outcome. Getting this right is absolutely everything when you're writing grants.
A few other quick pitfalls to watch for. 1. Don't make it too complicated. Just stick to the 5 boxes. 2. Use concrete language. Increase well-being is too vague. Get specific. 3. Remember the world outside your doors. Things like the economy or new policies matter. And finally, don't let this thing become a coaster. It's a living document. Look at it at least once a year.
Okay, so you've built your model, you've dodged the common mistakes. Now what? Well, this is where it gets really exciting because the logic model isn't the end of your strategic planning, it's the very beginning.
And this is its real power. Your model helps you ask smarter questions. You can look at it and go, where are we weakest on measurement? Or, wait a second, are there activities we're doing that don't actually connect to any of our outcomes? It helps you see where a new partner could make a huge difference, or which programs are underfunded but absolutely critical to your mission.
Look, at the end of the day, the goal isn't to make a pretty document. The goal is to make a useful one. It has to live and breathe in your organization. Post it on the wall, bring it to your board meetings, use it to write grant proposals. A logic model only has value if it's sparking conversations and guiding your decisions.
So that brings me to my final thought for you today. As you think about everything we've covered, I want you to ask yourself this. What is the single most important conversation this logic model could help your team start this month? Is it about how you measure success? Is it about where the money should go? Or maybe it's about whether your daily work is truly leading to the impact you dream of. Go start that conversation. That's where the real work begins.